Get up to 100% green building finance and 40% capex cost back. Plus, the green certification is on us. Business Partners Limited, the entrepreneur's financier.
Climate change is at the core of how we live and work. As the world looks to reverse the effects of gross carbon emissions, new ways of building and conducting business are being established. QN Green Buildings, structures that take into consideration sustainability through their design, construction and operations. This all in an effort to reduce the carbon footprint, waste and energy. It's all about saving water, prioritizing safer materials and reducing exposure to toxins. It may sound tedious and of course costly, but the long-term benefits are endless. Thank you very much for joining us. What are green buildings, and are you finding that more and more businesses are opting to operate from these kind of structures as opposed to the traditional brick and mortar building?
So when you talk about green buildings, basically you're talking about energy efficient designs, and then you've got new types of buildings and you've got the existing type of buildings. When we're looking at the new buildings, we look at the 20% energy saving in terms of your water and electricity, and then also 20% of your material cost. And when we're looking at the existing type of buildings, it's only the 20% on the water and electricity. So there's been a lot of uptake in terms of the market for our products, and that's basically the green buildings.
Is it a misconception that converting an existing building into a green building or building a building that would be certified as green is more costly?
It can be dimmed because there's a bit of some capex that you need to basically outlay upfront, but over time, the benefit outweighs the cost that is associated with that. And if you look at a business partner's product that we've launched and it's in the market at the moment, a building that costs you 10 million, we have an ability to have rebates in that building. If you look at 10 million, you may be getting about 4.5% of that we can basically finance for you to get your building certified as green, of which 40% of that you can get as a rebate, which is the 180,000 of the 10 million. So it's quite a good benefit in terms of the market and the uptake of that.
Talk us through some of the long-term benefits of a business investing in a green certified building. What are they?
Okay, so amongst others, the main benefits I want to discuss is the three main benefits, which is the environmental, the financial, and of course the availability of the energy. Firstly, with the first one, in terms of the environment, we need to protect the environment for our generation and for the coming generations, and we need to be producing energy in a most efficient way and environmentally friendly as possible, and it talks to the energy saving. And then the second one is, of course, the financial benefit, because if you look at the cost that is associated with the electricity costs and all of that, it tends to increase over time, whereas if you have your own energy systems and renewable energy for that matter, you are able to have a situation where your costs are basically maintained or even going down in some circumstances. And then the third one is the availability. I mean, we all know that the rolling blackouts are a bit of a problem in South Africa, and we are able to basically have a sustainable supply of energy constantly in your business and as you grow, and you don't have any downtime. So it's those are the three main benefits of basically having green certified buildings.
How important will it be for businesses to consider green certified buildings to remain viable and sustainable in the world that we're moving towards?
So as we move towards renewables energy and green certified buildings, it's also important that we consider the SMMEs, which is the space that we basically based in financing. So for economic growth purposes, it's quite important for our SMMEs to have constant power supply and avoid any rolling blackouts and downtimes in their production, because it talks to the growth of this country and into the job creation. Because when you have downtimes, some of the businesses cannot operate, and it means less people are maybe needed in some factories and they're laying off some workers. So in terms of the growth of the country, it's quite important that people invest in these renewables and we invest in the green energy initiatives.
This episode of Future Fit was sponsored by Business Partners Limited, the entrepreneur's financier, proud supporters of SMEs for over 41 years.